Sup with it guys, you got excellent name here, back again for my week 5 ASL match. Sorry the game is a bit late, I did kind of just forget about it honestly. I am recording this after I played the game, but I'll try not to spoil the game even though I'm sure most of you have already seen it if you're part of the ASL channel. So with that in mind, let's just jump right into what I'm going to bring here. I just, wait, first of all actually, of course, we'll talk about what AZ has available for him. He's got Heatran, Latias, Tapu Bulu, Mega Aerodactyl, Mantine, Minchao, Pyroslime, Wiki, Rotom, Floatzel, Skuntank, and Crustle. So looking at it, he's got a lot of different options to deal with the kind of things that I can bring depending on how he wants to play them. So I kind of need to scout out what he wants to go for. Could be like a Spadef Heatran, or could be Fizdef or Spadef Latias to handle either Kangaskhan or the Deoxys. Bulu might be Assault Vest, or it might just be a Breaker, for example. Stuff like that. Things that I'm scared of are going to be the Mantine, the Minchao, sorry, and the Latias mainly. So those are the main things that I need to concern myself with. But anyway, jumping into it, we've got first Pokemon here is Landorus T. This is going to be my main answer to Minchao. But I also thought that even though it's going to be able to check his team defensively really well, it's also going to be able to put on a lot of pressure offensively, even without any real investment. Earth Power Sludge Wave covers his Bulu Trancore quite effectively. Sludge Wave 2-hit KOs even Assault Vest Bulu, or Max Spadef Bulu, so super good option there, especially considering Bulu is likely going to want to come in on my ground attacks. And then obviously Earth Power ignores the terrain, so it's going to be able to get the Heatran pretty hard, and then it's going to also be my Rocker and U-turn just for the momentum. Core special attack, if I recall correctly, is the difference between like 37% chance to OHKO and 87% chance to OHKO a standard Bulu with Sludge Wave. So pretty significant for just 4 points there, and then just enough speed to outspeed a max speed Heatran. I'm not sure if he would bring max speed, he might just bring enough for Metagross or something, but just in case, I don't want to be caught off guard by a max speed Heatran, especially considering, if I'm not mistaken, that is his one of his Z uses. Actually no, it's probably not. But you know, just don't want to be caught off guard regardless. Next up is Metagross. This is going to be a main check to Latias. I kind of expect it to be a more defensive one, but it very well could be Choice Scarf, as that would be a good way to revenge kill Deoxys speed while still going to be able to do some good work. My only fairy type is of course the Ninetales Lola, so Draco Spam could be quite effective without this, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Scarf. So I'm bringing the Assault Vest. Pursuit Trap's going to be a solid option. Meteor Mash is going to be my main stab for hitting a lot of his team. This is also going to put on a lot of pressure on Bulu. Thunder Punch, just so I'm not caught completely off guard by the Mantine. I was considering Bulldoze, but Heatran would likely be running enough speed to outspeed me anyway, especially considering I don't have any speed investment, so I decided it wouldn't be worth it. And then just Bullet Punch to be able to have some priority to take on Mega Aerodactyl specifically, but also some other stuff. Meteor Mash is going to do about 35% to a Fizdef Lati, so it's not going to be the best at taking it on offensively, but it should be able to wall Lati near indefinitely for the most part. If it starts setting up Calm Minds, I'm going to need to be a bit fearful, but Meteor Mash should in theory be able to break through it because of the 20% chance to raise its attack. I should be able to outpace it damage wise, unless I get a bit unlucky there, so I'm not too worried about that. Also for Calm Mind Lati, I do have the ICMZ Deoxys speed. +2 ICM would kill a Latias pretty convincingly. Even if it's +1, +2 will kill it, so I can come in and pretty much sweep his team. Focus Blast will kill the Heatran and also the Skuntank at +2, but if I don't want to risk it, then I do have the ICMZ to blow. ICMZ also will kill an Assault Vest Tapu Bulu, and then of course this speed is enough to outspeed Mega Aerodactyl and therefore the entire team. I do need to look out to find out what his Scarf is. I expect Scarf Minchao to be the most likely. He could also be Assault Vest Skuntank to handle this, in which case I would need to use the Z move there. as Assault Vest Skunk Tank would live the Focus Blast, but I do live a Sucker Punch unless it is Life Orb Adamant, nice attack. So it's going to be my main win con as soon as I kind of decipher what its main sets are going to be. Then we've got Roserade in the back as number 4. No hazards this week. He's pretty safe against hazards. He's got the Latias and Mantine for defog, and a lot of his team are immune to toxic spikes anyway. And then the grassy terrain can kind of negate the spike damage, so it's not. I didn't feel that Spike Sack was particularly effective this week. So instead we kind of just brought this more offensive set. Once again, enough speed to outspeed Heatran here. Sludge Bomb hitting Power Ground and Leaf Storm is going to be hitting pretty much his entire team. Latias is going to be taking it on fairly easily, but we do have Sleep Powder to decommission one Pokemon of this team. And then especially with the grassy terrain boost from the Boogaloo, Leaf Storm is going to be doing a large amount of damage to pretty much everything on his team. The great thing about this is it's also going to likely bait in Skunk Tank, which means that I can kind of get rid of it for the Deoxys to kind of pave the way for that to happen, as well as potentially Heatran, so I don't need to risk Focus Blasts or anything. I will want to probably scout for a Sugar Berry, as I don't want to be forced to go down to my Sash, but a Sash does give me a way to deal with Mega Aerodactyl or even Mean Shower getting out of hand. As long as I can stop him from getting up rocks, which I should be able to do. His main rock is the Heatran and the Mega Aerodactyl, and I don't think you'd want to put rocks on Mega Aerodactyl. And I guess Piloswine could come too. It kind of deals with Landorus fairly well, but I can put some pressure on that, and I do have Blastoise again as my next pick to spin. I'm bringing Grassy Seed this week to fully take advantage of the terrain. Grassy Seed allows me to live anything up to a Choice Banded Boogaloo Horn Leech, which is great, and then I can just counter back to net a pretty clean KO there. Scald Spam's pretty good against him. Nothing really wants to take a burn. Does have the Mantine, but I have Toxic for that as well, and then of course just Spin, so I don't have Sashes broken or anything like that. And then finally in the back, I've got Kangaskhan Mega. This is going to be my other main break, Drain Punch, Return, Protect, and Crunch. I have Protect so that I can scout what a Mean Shower would want to go for and maybe get some high jump kick punish on him. Mean Shower is going to be his main way of revenge killing this almost every time. Drain Punch is going to give me a way to like heal up on something like the Heatran, and Return's going to be my main stab, and then of course Crunch is just so that I can hit the Rotom and Latias a bit harder. I'm not sure what he would bring Rocky Helmet on. It would probably be Boogaloo. It might be Latias as well, so I'll need to look for that as well. So that's going to be something that I need to play around. Kangaskhan's very weak to Rocky Helmet, is one of his biggest flaws, but regardless, I think this team has definitely got all that it takes to win the game. Got some solid win cons here. I feel like I can handle his defensive core pretty well. A few things that I need to be careful of, but as long as I play well, I should be able to win this one. So the game should be released pretty shortly after this goes up. I'm kind of rushing to get these videos out, so see you soon. Bye.